Adam was seconded. So now we have to roll.
Are we ready to vote?
Yes.
May I just say one thing?
We have to.
No.
No.
See, that's why I said
No.
me.
You're winning, Bruce.
You can't debate when.
I don't want to debate.
Motion is
Fine.
Trustee Gratitude.
Yes.
Trustee Haber.
Aye.
Trustee Kuchen.
Aye.
Trustee Slaughter.
I suppose.
Trustee Chamberlain.
Boy, you can tell when it's after 10 o'clock, can't you?
A little more than present.
That's my zero.
Do we have a number?
Ordinance number.
Ordinance number will be 09-10-22.
All right, a resolution of Railroad's identity theft program, the red flag rules.
We don't have any alternative.
That's what I thought.
That makes it easy.
There was my, this is a requirement. We don't have a choice. We just have to do it. It's really just a matter of, do we have a choice as to how we do it?
You know, there is a choice as to how we do it, and I consulted the Illinois Municipal League, had a bunch of other jurisdictions that had tried to come up with a plan. I didn't really find any good ones in Illinois. They cited a bunch of out-of-state plans. I took the plans and cut them down by about half and tried to limit them to what I thought made sense for Riverwoods. The law itself says there are elements that each plan has to have, and so most of the plans just repeat all of the elements. There's like 4 categories, but according to the regs, you could choose among those items within each element that you think are relevant. So I did try and pare it down just to make it a reasonable plan. It basically applies to us because we have a village for the water account, and the only real suggestion I have, and forget about all the verbiage in here, the only real suggestion I have is that we allow people to open a water account or change it by telephone. And if you wanted to tighten up the procedure, you would make people come into the village hall. The house is sold. I talked to Susie about this. A real estate agent may call up the village and say, the new owner is so-and-so. And that's how it happens. That's probably not as tight a ship as we could run in terms of opening up a building account. But we collect, as far as Susie told me, we collect no other information for that account. We don't collect a social security number. People aren't paying by credit cards in this village. In other villages, that might be an issue. So it hasn't been a big issue up to now. That's procedurally, that's the only thing I can really think of.
We asked them for the telephone number, and we asked them if they would give us the email number. Someone was doing something about it.
So as it goes, I hope this is as harmless to us as it can be.
And I assume that we think this is doable, the things that you set forth. My only point being, if we say we're going to do it, then we have to do it.
Yeah.
It needs to be disseminated to the employees. They have
Yes,
to
the training
understand.
program, I believe that was mentioned.
Bill, I think this will fall on you to sort of supervise to make sure that gets done. Do you feel that we can do it with existing staff, or do we have to hire?
Mostly what
I can get about 40 people to handle this.
We're gonna lay it on the
Mostly
clerk.
what it requires is to acquaint employees with irregular types of practices, red flags that indicate somebody is trying to steal someone else's identity. And the examples that we have to basically cite as red flags, 8 out of 10 of them don't really occur in the village because we don't get consumer credit reports, we don't get notices of credit freezes on water bills, I don't think very often. But I think just sitting down with employees probably once a year and going through this is sufficient.
So that'll satisfy our obligation.
The ordinance satisfies our obligation. All we have to do is pass this.
Move to waive first reading.
I see.
Is this a
This is
resolution?
a resolution.
This is a
Oh, I
resolution.
don't have to do
It's a
that.
resolution, it's not an
You need it.
ordinance.
Okay.
I need a motion to approve.
So moved.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? It's done.
Number.
Need a number though.
No,
Yeah. The resolution number?
Resolution number will be 09-10-4.
Thank you very much.
you're on. Wake up.
We've put together an application for a watershed management board grant. That's the same grant operation that funded the rain gardens that we built this year. What we're asking for this year, we're working with, it started with the Vernon Woods Association, started looking for ways to put together and fund a drainage study, a drainage and ecological study, I guess, for the Vernon Woods area, with the intent that the county would fund half of the study, and then as things evolved, there was a request for the village to come up with the other half of the funds. At that point, we thought, well, if it's a village and county project, then perhaps we ought to pull back a little bit and look at not just the Vernon Woods Association, but actually the whole Thorngate Creek and Chianti Creek watersheds that are in South Riverwoods. So what we've done is just move this forward and put together a grant application. It's we're estimating it at a $30,000 study, so it would be a $15,000 grant, the $15,000 local match to examine the drainage and the wetlands of the whole of South Riverwoods. And the grant applications are due into the county by the end of this week. I can't say what the likelihood is of being approved on the grant. You know, these things revolve around the county, the board determining that there's a watershed benefit to the project. But nonetheless, if we can, it seems that if we can get the county to share half the cost of doing the studies, that perhaps lead to some drainage improvements and identification of the wetlands and such in South Riverwoods, then we've done a good thing. And it keeps the engineers busy too.
You have a motion for approval of the application.
So move.
Second.
Thank you. Roll call vote, and it will may include money, $15,000.
Does the county have money?
I mean, that would be our
Does the
share.
county have money?
Yes.
The county, for the Des Plaines watershed, they have about $50,000 for this year for however many grants they're going to fund.
Roll call vote, please.
Let's see, trustee Haber,
Aye.
trustee Kuchen,
Aye.
trustee Smatic,
Aye.
trustee Chamberlain,
Aye.
trustee Gregg.
Most definitely.
Thank you for all your work. Thank you. We have no reason to go into executive session.